Good morning, guys. What's going on? My name's Bill. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are going to get back to working on one of the older vehicles on the channel. We have not touched in a while, and that is the Geo Tracker. If you saw one of our older videos, one of the earlier videos on this, we did do a small suspension lift, put some bigger wheels and tires on this thing. Unfortunately, it still does rub. Started to cut some of the fender off on the other side, which you can see over here. So start cut some of that, and I actually have to get pretty deep into the wheel well to cut that out. And one thing else that I wanted to do is a while ago plasti dipped this entire thing. It's actually held up pretty good. I had some decals on here, and I was surprised that I could pull the decals off. It is freezing out here, so it's a little harder than normal to get things off of here. But I figured, sure, sitting here trying to pick at decals would end up just completely ripping the plasti dip off. So, which got me thinking is, I've plasti dipped a couple of vehicles now, and I have yet to actually peel one. I've done some wheels, I've peeled those, and I've done a couple of full cars, but I have not peeled a full car yet. So that's what I want to do in today's video, see how hard or easy it is to peel the plasti dip once it's been on. Like I said, it's been sitting on there for about a year. It's been on there nice and thick. I've washed it, I've pressure washed it. It's held up really awesome, and I can't complain about that whatsoever. Cool thing about plasti dip is that it's supposed to peel off easily too. So I think the hard part's going to be finding somewhere I can get started on this. Let's well, right up here, you see we can get started up there. Now I don't think this is going to peel great because this was kind of an overspray area, so it's probably not the thickest right here until we get actually out into here. But it does seem to be pulling off. And one thing to do, this thing, somebody, if you don't remember, it is black underneath, but it is not a good paint job underneath. And in some areas look really bad, so. But yeah, it's cold out here. I don't know if you see the thermometer there. It is 40 degrees out here in the garage. You see my daughter's lovely artwork on the wall. Yeah, 40 degrees out, and this thing's just peeling off. Like I said, it's held up good for over a year now. You see in here where it's thinner, that's going to be a little bit harder to get off. I'll probably get some dip dissolver to clean that up. But once you get to the thicker parts, now I did have all these plastics and everything off before I painted, so and you can see it's got some issues in the paint underneath. You see how scratched up it is. And on the other side, it's just, well, even here, it's very rough. I have to tell you. I'll be quiet here. Let's do a little. Turns out this comes off way easier than I thought it was going to. I knew it came off easy. This is awesome. The trick is getting a good spot to get started on. Once you get it started, and here you can see the actual original color of the tracker is this pink color. Somebody painted over it in black. It was not professionally painted. It was somebody rattle canned it, I think. But we are going to take this off. All right, so yeah, sorry I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to find good spots so that I can get started on. So here's the hood. This should be a nice good piece. It's got lots of spray on it. Once we get this going and start it, it should just peel right off. You see here on the bottom side, it's not peeling any paint or anything up. It's not damaging that paint, which it was damaged already, but it just comes right off there. So if you want to protect your paint, that's one way of doing it. Of course, you could wrap it. Just something we might do with this car. I don't know what we're going to do with this yet. I might actually paint it because I do want to get better at actual paint jobs, and I need something to practice with. So maybe we'll start painting this thing and see how it turns out. The only thing that sucks about painting it is if it turns out bad or if you don't like it, you can't just peel it off like this. I don't know if you're anything like me. I love peeling the plastic things off of things. Now, sorry D-Max Rhino, I don't know how you managed to leave the plastic on things and anything that you own. It's like a compulsion with me. I have to rip that stuff off the second I see it. And ripping this stuff off is just as satisfying as ripping that off. So if you enjoy ripping the clear plastic protective layer off of things. You would absolutely love peeling this stuff off. Get it started that way. Now, if you cared about your paint job underneath, obviously you wouldn't use a razor blade to start picking at this stuff, but as I said, the paint job underneath this is pretty jacked up anyway. And if you're wondering, if you didn't see the plasti dip video, you see the bottom side is actually gray. That's because it was, the base coat was a gray color. They spray everything with the base coat, make sure everything's got good even coverage, and then you come over top of that with whichever color. And depending on which color you're doing, will depend on what your base payment is. It's a lot like using primer before you paint. It's just make sure that A, you have a nice smooth surface that you're painting on top of, and then also that you're getting enough thickness on there so you can come back and actually be able to peel it off like we're doing now. There we go, just like that. We have a different color car. Obviously, I will need to clean up some sides, get this side done. But yeah, I've seen some people hate on plasti dip and say it sucks, and if you spray it on, it'll never come off. It does come off. It does hold up. It does come off, so I love the stuff. Will I use it again? Absolutely. Will I use it again on this car? That I'm not whoa. That I'm not 100% sure about yet. But wrap up the video here. I'm going to finish getting the rest of this plasti dip off of here. And in the next video, I come back, we're going to go ahead and get this a little bit higher off the ground yet again to make some more room for these tires so they stop rubbing at full turn. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.